Hey everyone, this is Chad. Thanks for coming to Arctic Horde Wargaming. Today we have a match between Ryan and Jeff. Ryan brought his Grey Knights again, and Jeff has the Blood Angels. But before we get into this, if you could like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, join the Horde, we'd appreciate that. We're on location here at Battleground Cafe in White Bear Lake, Minnesota. It's a cool shop, definitely check it out. And now, stick around for the show, folks. Here we go.
Roll for turns. Actually, so I am gonna be attacker, so you get to set up first, and we'll go from there. If I set up first, don't I go first? No, we have to still roll for that.
Abandoned Sanctuary. Mission briefing. Between two armies lies the ruined battlescape in which there are numerous abandoned sanctuaries. Once places of religious worships, now they are broken and ruined, and the bodies of priests and acolytes who tended them still rotting within. Such ruination must be avenged, and such damage must be restored. But your foe will not allow this. Knowing that the war for the soul is equally vital in the ongoing conflict as the war for the lands. Mission rules. Battleforge CP bonus in this mission. We never. I don't think
we get one CP per person. Whenever it's your command phase. It's the new.
Oh yeah.
It's the newer rules for this book that came out.
Take and hold. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn is scores 4 victory points for each of the following conditions. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control 2 more objective markers, and they control more objective markers than their opponent. The primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round, which we didn't do, and neither of us took secure the sanctuaries, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Can you go back to read the one part that Ryan talked over it?
Which part?
I don't know, where you guys are talking about points.
Take and hold. At the end of each player's command phase, the players who turn it is scores 4 victory points for each of the following conditions. They satisfy for a maximum of 12 victory points. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control 2 more objective markers. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Jeff. Today I'm here with 2,000 points of Blood Angels. We're on location. It's at Battleground Cafe. Today I've got a old 5th edition army that's been nicely painted, at least as far as I'm concerned. We've got a Storm Raven gunship inside of here. We've got a 5-man company command squad. Each of them is equipped with a power axe as well as a combi melta. I also have a librarian dreadnought inside of it, who I upgraded to the master psyker. He's rocking 3 psychic powers, all the fun stuff. I also have got a 3-man scout squad that's taking cover behind this large pillar here. I've got 2 Typhoon land speeders, which are equipped with the assault cannon and multi-melta. Then I have another 2 land speeders over here, equipped with the rocket launchers and the heavy bolters. And inside of here, we've got a 5-man scout squad taking cover. Hanging out in reserves, we've got a Death Company Dreadnought with the Magna Grappler and all the extra bells and whistles inside of a Dreadnought drop pod. I have another 5-man Company Command Squad with power axes and combi meltas inside of the other Dreadnought drop pod, excuse me. And then we have a 10-man Death Company squad equipped with power axes, and one guy here's got a power fist, and then Sanguinius is also hanging out in the warp.
Secondaries?
Secondaries today, I'm running behind enemy lines, death from above, and bring it down.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. We're running Grey Knights today, full Grey Knights, 2,000 points. I think I only have 3 CP left, which is shit. So we're running Sword Bearers today, just to see how that works out, if they can actually come into play for once. I've honestly never really had any good use for picking a different Brotherhood or not. So we'll go over the army. I have a Purgation Squad over here. They have a hammer in that all of these are psi cannons, obviously. Everything today is WYSIWYG because I actually remembered to bring stuff. We're going to go this way. We have our 10-man falchions that we combat squatted to 5 here. We have a small squad of servitors that I had before. We have a Voldus model that's being used as a librarian model. He also has a hammer for the model and a stormbolter. We have a whole squad of strike squads with halberds. We have the Grand Master Nemesis Dread Knight with the sword. We have the flamer and the silencer. We have a, I think it's called a Redeemer. It's the Land Raider with the flamethrowers on the sides. Inside, this is going to be Drago and a 5-man squad of paladins, one of which has a flamer and one of which has a psi cannon. Over here we have another strike squad, all swords, 1 flamer. Then we have a regular Dread Knight, silencer, flamer, sword. We have the other half of that 5-man over here with the falchions. And inside here we have another strike squad. Leader has a hammer, there's 2 warding stabs, 1 silencer, and 1 halberd. Actually, sorry, there's 3 warding stabs, that's right. Altogether, 2,000 points, 3 CP. So we have Drago. We have a 5-man squad of paladins. 1 with a flamer, 1 with a psi cannon, with the WYSIWYG models for weapons.
And
Let's see how he does first turn.
secondaries?
Oh, secondaries. Purifying rituals, grind them down, and raise banners. Right? Right. That's what I think. We'll see how it goes. I don't think it's going to work out well. Turn. Winner has to go first. You get to go first.
I will be going first. Blood Angels, turn 1. Into Blood Angels, turn 1. We did a little bit of shooting. So this squad here took aim and fire, as well as the scout squad, and to that Dread Knight managed to take it down to 5 wounds. Over here, my entire army opened up onto these 2 squads. We managed to take out this one, and this guy here is left standing. Well, but he spent command points to prevent himself from running away like a scared little Grey Knight. I scored no secondary objectives this turn, and I'm currently only holding 1 objective marker, so I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Of course not. Nothing bad.
Alright, here we go. Grey Knights, turn 1.
So, that went less spectacular than I would have liked to. The main things that we got, is other than moving everybody up the board, I kept the guys inside the Land Raider for now. Moved them up into the middle of the board. We did banners on the one in our zone in the center. We did Purify over there on that one. The only other significant thing that we did this turn, I did lose 1 guy here due to
Perils in the Warp.
Perils of the Warp. I had 3 mortal wounds, and yeah, unfortunately that's how that went. Moving this way, we only took out one of these guys, and we really tried to kill this thing. We did Vortex of Doom, brought not Voldus, but the Librarian over here. We paid out a shell of my 4 command points, and we only got it down to 4 health. So that's unfortunately where we are with that thing. I tried to take it down in 1 turn to have everything, potentially explode and lose units and stuff, and it didn't work. So, but now we do have him in the back here, so that forces him to drop pod in specific areas. So we're going to go to Blood Angels turn 2. I do have 1 point for Purifying Ritual, and that's it for this turn. I did not grind them down because I didn't destroy more than he did.
Alright, Blood Angels, turn 2.
So, end of Blood Angels round 2, we managed to get 4 points for 5 points for Bring It Down, because we managed to take out both his Land Raider as well as his Dread Knight. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units that are behind enemy lines. So that's going to get me, I believe, an additional 4 points as well. But I will have to double check the rules on that one. But we actually did pretty good, decent here in regards to everything that I had in reserves dropped in. We managed to take out, as I said, these guys here, a couple guys over here. I've really failed uber bad at doing charges this turn. The only thing I managed to get in was these guys here, and they died to paladins. But with that being said, we'll just have to see how Grey Knights rebuttal.
Score 2 victory points at the end of your turn if 1 unit from your army, excluding aircraft, is wholly within your opponent's deployment zone. Score 4 victory points at the end of your turn instead if 2 or more units are in your deployment zone. So yes.
You've got 1, 2 right there. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Yeah, so
Does
4.
this not count as an aircraft?
It's not an aircraft.
Okay. Then yes.
So
Okay.
So 4 points.
4 points.
Okay, hang on one more second though. You also killed his librarian.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we skimmed over that. He killed the librarian, killed the last of the purgation squad, and he failed his charge here. He failed his charge over here, barely, thankfully. So we're gonna clean up and go for Grey Knights.
So now we go Grey Knights turn 2.
I got what I really wanted to get done. So starting on this side, I purified instead of bannering. I got 12 points at the beginning of this round. I got 2 points for banner right off the bat. I purified, which gives me, I purified 3 locations. So I will double check how much that gives me, but I'll tell you in a second. I charged forward with my 5 interceptors. My main goal was to get to here. I was outside of 1 inch. I did, smite to him, and then I charged with all these guys in close combat enough to get 4 guys in. They murdered him. This other guy that had to go at this squad, he did nothing. All the shots that went at these guys did basically nothing.
You killed 1 guy.
Whatever, yeah.
There's
and
2
these
guys
guys just decimated the squad, except for 1 dude, which I had to do the 1 command point for the morale pass. It was my only command point I had this game, obviously. And so he stuck there, which was my main goal. And then we moved this way, and we wiped out the squad that was here last turn. We destroyed these 2 units to stop them from coming in farther. We're still holding this objective. The only thing left on this side is that guy. We blocked off this corner from anybody coming in. We tried to take some shots to try and take this thing down. It still has 2 wounds left. I should have thrown everything from this guy at it, but I decided not to. His Dreadnought in the back here still has 2 wounds left. My Dread Knight has 8. We were still in range of holding this one, so as long as we stay alive, we still hold it. I didn't touch really any of these guys other than taking 2 wounds off this thing, and that's the end of Grey Knights round 2. So Purify, I'll double check that real quick. My other one was Grind Them Down, which I will not get. And what was my other one? It was Banners, which I got. Yeah. So with Purifying Ritual, I knew I was going to get something different. So I purified 3, which means I get 4 victory points for that. If I was to get 4 or more, it would be 6. So that's where we're at for that. So going to Blood Angels round 2, 3, yeah.
Hey guys, end of Blood Angels round 3. We did okay. Starting over here, we managed to kill this entire squad through a combination of close combat as well as Kami Meltos. It was cool and entertaining. We managed to drop one of these guys over here. On the Grandmaster Dread Knight over there, we did manage to take him down to just 2 wounds. We are now holding this objective, and we did manage to kill off 3 of these guys. I do believe they are going to require a morale check.
I'm just gonna do that real quick.
Nope,
4
you're
minus
fine.
3. Yep. Or plus 3. Yeah, we're still good.
So as far as it going, I'm now holding 4 objectives. I've got 3 guys, you've got 2.
Yep, you're holding 4 objectives.
I'm holding 4 objectives.
You'll get 12 points this turn.
Next turn. If I get through it. However, I still have 1-2 behind enemy lines.
You only get 1 behind. Oh yeah, this does count. Yep, you're right. So you get 4 points. We figured that out last time.
Yeah. So that's 4 points for behind enemy lines. I did not get Bring It Down, and I
You almost did.
almost did. So at this point, I got 8 points at the beginning of the round. So we're cutting it close.
Yeah.
Here we go. Grey Knights, turn 3.
Okay, so this turn went okay. We took down this bad boy that's been over here with the paladins. We got banners off with this. We got purify off with this. We also did purify over here. I didn't need to go into combat. I thought I did, but I survived at least. Back on this side, I killed this squad and didn't do purify because even though I should have. We did purify with this squad here, and this squad actually shot into here, did absolutely nothing, moved over, killed these squad, and then consolidated back to create a barrier to give him more of a pain of charging us and shooting us and getting in the way. Didn't take any shots at the lovely big boy here, but that was expected. He controls no objectives at this point. So he's going to get 0 points first round, or first top of round 4. But we'll see if I survive till the end of that. So we'll see how it goes.
Here we go. Blood Angels, turn 4.
So into Blood Angels round 1. Excuse me, 3. Round 3.
4.
4. Yeah.
Into Blood Angels round 4.
Been a long night.
It has been indeed. So my Black Knight or Black Company guys jumped over. They shot. Close combat, managed to take out both squads. This guy, my Storm Raven, managed to take out the Grandmaster. These guys fell back, and with a Melt-A-Gun, we managed to take out the lone guy here. We managed to take Drago down to 2 wounds. We're contesting the objective. Right now he's holding 1, so he gets 4 points at the start of his turn.
And you got 2 points for being behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's yeah. We'll just have to wait and see.
The only thing I could do was try and take out these 2 models, and it didn't happen. I still have 2 wounds left. This guy is full health. These guys tried to do what they could. I only took out 1 of these bikers. Yeah, so it didn't work out so well. I'm only you're gonna get 8 points next turn, and you're gonna
10 actually, but
for like regular stuff. So then you're gonna take this guy over here and hover it and kill my guys. So I'm just gonna concede. Good game, Ryan. Yeah.
as always, I enjoy it.
You gotta let Grey Knights win.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like our last 2 games were both incredibly close. They came down to the wire. They could have gone either way. A few dice rolls or a few tactical decisions.
Yeah, this one was tactical decisions of where I laid things out. When I started, I saw the guy way over there. I was like, I'm just gonna take this side of the board in the middle, and like hold the middle and everything. And I'm just like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll have some sacrificial pieces over here to tie you up for a little bit, and then he dropped all those flyer guys that I forgot about. I'm like,
I did have half my army in reserve.
That's fair.
990 points were in reserve.
So yeah, that one was killer. For those to come out of nowhere and just like fuck my day. But I think you put your librarian way over here, and I don't think
That
it
was a
really did
mistake.
much.
That was a mistake. I should have kept it closer to the board. Honestly, I think it would have been better if I put it in the drop pod.
Yeah. I wish I would have actually knowing what was inside the Storm Raven. I think I should have actually seen where that was and put everything towards it.
I don't think you actually could have because it was so far away and your range is so limited.
Well, if I would have put the tank on this side and drove up to where you put it, like here, but you would have probably gone that way.
I would have gone that way. I would have
Yeah.
avoided the tank.
I should have placed that a little bit more strategically. I should have put the Grey Knight, the Dread Knights, focused on that thing to try and take it down in one turn, so that I could get your Dreadnought to fall there and
Yeah.
do all that stuff. That was really what I tried to do, and I just came around the rest of the game and just shot everything with Meltas and Hurricane Bolters and all that stuff. It was just killer.
Yeah, it was a great army. I mean, it
Definitely worth 300 points.
330, but you know.
Who's
It-
counting?
Yeah, I am. That thing's expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost as expensive. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than Land Raider, but the additional range on it and the carrying capacity is
Don't forget
stellar.
the invulnerable stage,
And the
right?
invulnerable stage, yeah.
Which the Land Raider did not have. We figured out.
Yeah, but I think it has a toughness 9, which we did not take into consideration.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever. So anyway, that was fun. I haven't played against it. I did like the fact that you couldn't like fall back from my one guy.
Yeah, no.
Because of Black Rage.
Black
That worked
Rage,
out
Black
for me
Rage. No, we can't
perfectly.
fall back. No falling back at all. We are moving forward.
Yeah, and move forward and win they did. So
Yeah.
thanks for the game.
Thank you again, Ryan.
Thanks for coming in and watching the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the horde. And I'm gonna hit it again so Chad gets upset.
We'll see you next time.
See you in the next one.